Good evening. My name is Shelby, and I was born being able to see into the spirit realm. I was raised in the church, and I strayed from my faith for many years into addiction, and really just overdoing it on everything. You name it, I overdid it. I was living just addicted to many things, honestly. Then I strayed into the New Age, where I practiced as a psychic medium for 5.5 years. I got into it from a cousin of mine who was one of those 1-800 psychics. She had gotten a hold of me, and honestly, looking back on it, there were things that were said that she should have never said to me. She told me my dad was going to die, for one thing, and I never asked. And but she got me involved in it. I think a lot of people get involved in the New Age, like I said before, because you have abilities. You don't know what to do with them. You want to help people with it. But I think a lot of people, they want to be able to read the future. People covet wanting to be a psychic. They want to be able to be correct, to be right. And they're playing with these tarot cards, not understanding that demons are answering these cards. These ancestral demons are absolutely with people. They're with the person reading the cards, and they're with the person that's being read. And they know your family line. A lot of these demons have followed your family line with generational curses. They'll answer questions. And I remember knowing people who read these cards, and some of them, they were doing it because they cared very deeply about people, and they really loved God, and they thought they were doing something for God. Their intentions were good, but the Bible clearly says that it's an abomination to God. And God did not send you unless you are 100% accurate. You have to be 100% accurate to be a prophet of God. And you cannot be reading people's futures. I mean, I'll get on and I'll be scrolling and I'll watch these people, answering things like, will Billy call me tonight? Does Billy still love me? Is Carol stalking me on Tuesdays? I'm just making stuff up, but this is not what it looks like when the Lord speaks through you. When the Lord speaks through you, it is fluent. It comes flying out of your mouth, and it is in great detail. It is not random. It is not somebody guessing, saying stuff like, do you have a mother figure in your life that has brown short hair? No. Is it a cousin? No. Is it a sister? No. Oh, it's your aunt. Yep. That's right. Thank you for validating that. That is not what it looks like. That is not what it looks like. And I don't know why, everybody wants to be a seer when there's so many other abilities that God has given out, but people covet that certain ability. So much so that, they're running these channels on here. $20 for a reading, and pulling tarot cards, playing with people's lives. And a lot of these people, they're going off of this like it's the gospel instead of going to Jesus. You guys, this is not of God. It's an abomination to God. We are not to be doing this. You have been called by God. If you feel compelled to do this, if you feel compelled to help people, you have been called by God. But you need to really listen inwardly and ask him what his will is, not your will. We are not to edify ourselves. We are to edify God in everything that we do. And I'm not saying this to try to shame anybody. I mean, I used to do this. I used to edify myself, when I did Moonstruck TV. I mean, it literally became about Shelby, how Shelby could answer these questions, and the things that people would come to me about were the darker things. That's what's been, in my life, my entire life. And I know that I do have a calling, but it wasn't what I thought it was at all. It was to edify the Lord in everything that I did, and it is to help people get out of the New Age, and it's also to help you understand that demons are answering these cards. And when you allow somebody to read you like that and demons are answering, you're attracting and making an entrance into your life that these demons can come right on in and start really wreaking havoc in your life. I want people to know that are in the New Age, that might see my videos, that I don't think that a lot of you are bad people. I think that you just couldn't find help with the church. But you guys, religion is who killed Jesus. Having a personal relationship with Jesus is different than going inside of a church sometimes. A lot of these churches, they don't teach this stuff anymore. They don't believe in it anymore. They don't believe the very things that the Bible tells us about, that the Lord has poured out his Spirit onto all flesh. They don't believe it.